Here's something that will ruin your next chili night. When you throw dried kidney beans into a slow cooker, you are not making them safe. You may actually be making them more dangerous. Raw kidney beans contain a toxin called phytohemagglutinin, and cooking them at low temperatures, exactly what a slow cooker does, increases the toxic compound rather than destroying it. As few as 5 slow-cooked beans can cause violent vomiting, cramping, and hours of misery. The only thing that neutralizes the toxin is a full, rolling boil for at least 10 minutes. The FDA has documented this. It happens to home cooks every year, and kidney beans are just one of at least 10 common foods that hide a dangerous secret, sometimes in their raw form, sometimes in the way you cook them, and sometimes in a part of the plant no one told you to worry about. You've probably bought raw cashews at some point. Those cashews aren't raw. They can't be. Cashews grow inside a shell containing anacardic acid, a chemical cousin to the compound in poison ivy that causes blistering rashes. Handling or eating a truly raw cashew could trigger the same reaction inside your mouth and throat. Every commercially sold cashew has been steamed or roasted to neutralize the shell oil before extraction. The raw label just means it wasn't roasted again afterward. It's one of the most quietly universal mislabelings in the food industry. Every almond you've ever eaten exists because of a single mutation that happened thousands of years ago. Wild almonds contain amygdalin, which the body converts to hydrogen cyanide when chewed. 50 wild almonds could kill an adult. At some point in the ancient Near East, a mutant tree grew seeds that didn't produce the compound. Someone noticed. Someone planted it. Scientists confirmed in 2019 that a single switched-off gene separates every sweet almond on Earth from its deadly ancestor. Cassava is the 3rd largest carbohydrate source in the world, feeding over 800 million people. It also contains a compound that the gut converts to hydrogen cyanide. Proper preparation, soaking, fermentation, boiling, breaks it down before it can cause harm. But in places where preparation knowledge is inconsistent, or where drought forces reliance on the more toxic bitter varieties, mass poisoning events have occurred. This is not history. It is an ongoing food safety challenge on multiple continents. Jamaica's national fruit, ackee, is responsible for a syndrome distinctive enough to have its own name: Jamaican vomiting sickness. Unripe ackee contains hypoglycin A at concentrations 20 times higher than the ripe fruit. The fruit only becomes safe after the outer pod splits open on its own while still on the tree, signaling that it has fully matured. Eat it before that happens, and you risk severe vomiting, dangerous hypoglycemia, and potentially death. The FDA bans fresh ackee imports into the United States entirely. Elderberries appear in half the cold remedy supplements on pharmacy shelves. Raw elderberries contain a cyanogenic glycoside that causes nausea and digestive distress. Cooking destroys the compound, which is why every reputable elderberry product is processed with heat before bottling. People who make homemade syrups and skip the boiling step occasionally learn this lesson firsthand. Bamboo shoots have been central to East and Southeast Asian cuisines for centuries. Fresh ones contain taxiphyllin, a compound that breaks down into cyanide in the digestive tract. Boiling thoroughly, and changing the water at least once, removes it. Canned bamboo is already processed. But fresh bamboo, increasingly available in Western markets, needs the same treatment, and that information doesn't always travel with the product. Rhubarb is so thoroughly associated with pie filling that most people forget it comes with a poisonous twin problem. The stalks are completely safe. The leaves contain concentrated oxalic acid in amounts sufficient to cause kidney failure. The leaves are typically removed before rhubarb is sold, but anyone growing it in a garden or finding it at a farm stand should know they are not an edible green. Fugu, Japanese pufferfish, contains tetrodotoxin, a neurotoxin with no antidote that is roughly 1,200 times more potent than cyanide. It paralyzes skeletal muscles, including the diaphragm, and death can occur while the person remains fully conscious. In Japan, serving fugu requires a specialized license that takes years of training to obtain, and fewer than a third of candidates pass on their first attempt. A single misplaced cut releasing the toxin from the liver or ovaries into the flesh turns a celebrated delicacy into something else entirely. Finally, green potatoes. Potatoes belong to the nightshade family and produce solanine when their skin is exposed to light. The green-tinged skin and sprouts carry the highest concentration. Unlike most toxins on this list, solanine doesn't fully